the likely blind. He's just the kind of fits-all champion. Works in most comps. It is Adam's most played so far of summer, and so they can keep this freeze for as long as possible and keep the bullying up.
And Vedi, you know what I love about it as well is we get a mid lane gank to pause. Isma flashes in. He's going to get a fear straight away. Good disengage from support, but it might not matter. First blood goes down. Niski capitalizes big, and they're on the board.
Great timing there.
Niski walks down. He's got everything up and available. BDS just hovering, but they're on vision. For now, SK still too strong, still too comfortable. They get both.
The minimap to see if BDS is even in a position to contest, and I don't think that they are, but
they think they are at the very least. I mean, Adam, remember, has to run in with only exhaust. Paranoia comes through. Trisha flies in, but does nothing. But for now, they get them off the zone of grubs as Isma jumps back on in. The equalizer down as well. The Shattering Strike lines them up. The Magnet Storm zones them in. The Petrifying Gaze sets them out, though. BDS have weathered the storm at least for the start of the fight, but the problem is Niski is cleaning up. Bro was looking for his 1000th kill, but he's gone above and beyond as he flashes out and gets out of the back end of the fight. As Ice and Sheo getting chased down by this angry, light-eating monster. No wonder Vedi played it. It cleans house.
SK decimate BDS at those Void Grubs. It was a decent up from Sheo to start, but you just could not stop the odds.
They played a clean early game. Their laning phase has been good. They found a nice gank in mid lane, punishing Nuke's lack of flash. And now Nocturne...
4 grubs on the side of SK2 as plating has just fallen down, but Niski does good damage. Cullen comes through. Luon is here and just helps out with a bit of damage on turret himself. Here comes the Paranoia too. Luon still tanking up, buying time, but the dive is not complete. Gets a little bit messy at the end as they just need to finish Adam off.
He has the TP though, and he's going to use it to get away to safety.
Bye.
SK don't quite...
Spawning BDS. Just going to try and play it slow here, so should win off of gold if this fight goes their way as well.
Luon trying to come in on the flank. Sheo is wary of it. Nuke has the miasma to deny that.
Luon with the flash available as well, waiting for a Magnet Storm. Irrelevant, just sitting on the back, thinking about that equalizer as well. 3k now as Nature's Grasp was out. Luon flash, Magnet Storm hits nothing! Absolutely nothing! And guess what? Sheo gets a dragon! Luon's gonna die. Zizma on the back end is taken down by Adam, or at least close to it. The 3-man knockup, a BDS team fight! The Petrifying Gaze has us stunned!
It's a phenomenal team fight from BDS. Just like that, the whole game has been flipped on its head. This was the type of opportunity they were looking.
If they were only a couple of K down coming into the mid-game, that things would be all right. And BDS are only 1,000 gold down now. Sieging mid, opening up, even finding a play with a charm down as well with Luon dying. Paranoia into the backline, but Isma's alone. The equalizer comes afterwards, and now Sheo's getting burnt from the wing, but it's not enough damage. They've run out of range, and they are getting punished. Rahel runs in with a killer instinct, and even though Petrifying Gaze doesn't connect...
But it's always risky giving this many Infernal Dragons over to the enemy team.
They do like stats.
A very fast Baron taker, and SK have no information. They see nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, Luon will be first to charge in. Now the blue ward's there. Paranoia, as you said so rightfully, Dagda turns off the lights. Nature's Grasp zones out again. He's trying to fly on in, looking for the steal, but he's rooted midway. Ain't no steal with a smite in play as BDS lock it down, but Nuke already dying. Shows that SK might have something in the fight, but they're poked out. The range too much, and SK... they have to get out before they stay in the way of Ice.
They execute the dive by getting the kill onto Nuke, which is a good way to start the fight, but they can't continue it. The Baron has objective. Again, it's kind of BDS's playground here. SK need to find that pick.
If SK lose this fight, that could be game.
Boy.
BDS can just run down mid.
Noxious Blast slows it down. Paranoia there as well. Trisha Brush misses this time as Luon gets a Shattering Strike, but the Nature's Grasp again tries to find a target, but it's enough to zone away. The power of Maokai, ladies and gentlemen, is again shown.
Yeah, it was so risky for SK, because if they actually lose this fight, there's a wave in mid, BDS can run it down and in, but now Niski might be
Twisted
dead.
Advance is a lock on, he's charmed up, easy again, equalizer. Turns it around though as BDS start burning down, but not before they get the kill. Rahel has to flash away because Ice is turning and burning his own. That feels like a real rumble as Adam gets soloed. How? What? Cassante! Again!
And that's three members. Three members only end up dropping, but that's going to be enough with the Baron, and BDS is back. They set their sights on the base, and they're looking to secure game one.
What a turn of events. I mean, it's been a strange game, hasn't it? Because SK's dominance in the early game, we were talking them up for the first 15 minutes, but all it took was a classic BDS fight, a classic BDS turn. Knowing their comp well, and I think, again, playing their comp damn well too, is SK getting aggressed on for their Nexus turrets. I'm not sure if it's going to end here, but at least with mid turret being harassed too, they'll have double inhibitor down. Irrelevant and Rahel will respawn, but this game feels very much in the bin, much like it has for the past 15.
Because all you have to do is had SK struggle, and now it feels very much like it doesn't matter what LFL team it is, Carmine Core, or if it's BDS, they're going to struggle to close out when they get these early leads.
Dagda, I don't know if they'll like you for that. They are Swiss as we go for Luan on the backside, and there's a good lockdown, at least set up this time, but who's going to get on in? Rahel's exhausted immediately in BDS. It just feels like there's not enough damage to contend with them right now. Irrelevant burns, cooks, but that guy's going in the bin. You do not eat burnt toast, and BDS know it. Game one's going to end with a triple kill going over to Ice. And it might not be the hyper carry, but I still see a true carry on the 80 carry once again for BDS in game one.
Ice looks spectacular. BDS having a phenomenal comeback fight, and they will take game number one from SK.
I mean, BDS, they don't do anything overcomplicated, right? They draft a scaling composition.
Well said.
They concede the early laning phase, and they went for one dangerous fight around the grubs, which could have cemented their demise. But ultimately, they were able to punish the fact that SK couldn't set up the fights properly, and they now lead the series 1-0.
Well, it's a good opener at least past the 15-minute mark, but we'll see if SK can bounce back and hold on to their lead running into game two of this elimination series. We've got double 80 carry. We've got a lot of pace again, but I feel like a bit more options this time in the draft, if it's fair to say. I think want to miss a game because Santander is here to reward you. You can head over to santandergaming.com to win weekly and monthly rewards like Niski here, who's about to die. Again? He should have gone to the website. Use the code Legend15 Niski. Phosphorus bomb, auto attack. It's first blood over to BDS. Thank you, Santander.
But this time, Niski burns his flash and dies.
Niski, even though I believe there was a level up there, Shao's damage should be enough. The wave just out of range of the turret to start things off. Nuke waiting, there it is anyway. Phosphorus bomb out of range, the Valkyrie in, and Nuke with a couple of autos. Shao tanks it up, Nuke with one more. Isma, flash buckler, come on! A flash poppy slap, and Isma gets the trade.
Ends up being a 1-for-1. Niski's going to be able to TP back into lane, so now makes his way towards the Krugs. Isma will realize that all of his camps have been stolen. Irrelevant, is he in danger of a dive here? You can see that the matchup is starting to go very favorably.
Good damage from Shao, or rather on the other end, but Irrelevant gets tagged up with the ult and trying to get out of the turret ranges. Adam at half HP, he's burning down though, and Petrifying Gaze looked away from BDS. Don't have the health bars, but Adam turns it onto Isma. He's got a Twin Fang up as flash for flash now, grounded for the time being, and another Noxious Blast. Remember, movement speed gained, and as Adam runs away,
but they're not really in a position to try and defend, and I think we just got a replay here. Yeah, Ice. This is great, because it's not even from like straight up the middle of the lane when you go for the reset. Just decks him. Great shot coming through from Ice.
And I guess, I mean, Luan saw that late at this point. And for BDS, it's not just mid, is it? Gents, it's also top with Irrelevant now in a bit of trouble as well. He's going to get flailed up, Arctic Assault, and permafrosted down. And Adam is just fang after fang after fang. Feels like I'm watching Naruto in the early stage. That's about it.
The ring is he found behind a dresser somewhere?
Yeah, that's right. I can sell this. I could use it probably as knockup comes through. We get the keeper's verdict out as Shao has to flash out, and True Shot Rush still connects on the back end, but you can see Ice's damage with the arrow delaying onto Luan as well. They might lose their jungler, but what else comes with it? Isma's a little bit low, looking for the re-engage. The Zenith Blade flashed away from. The Brov gets out now with no summoners as Ice steps on up. Ambitiously, but rightly so. I think you're right.
I guess the saving grace is Cassio doesn't have an easy time of getting on top of...
Soul Flare up and available. Yes, it is. I mean, here comes the Dragon as well, but Nuke's AoE damage pulls him back a bit. Shao takes a while to die. There's Mum! But Shao walking away. One more auto. It's not until Isma gets the buckler flying. Nuke can't stop that one, and SK with another big kill. It goes to the Poppy, but it's still...
Sacrificed a decent number of plates. You can see only 2 remaining on the bot side. And Rahel...
He's deep. He has to press E. Straight away, the flash comes out as well. To Luan, he wants a hand, but Ice won't let him get away. No, no, no. A kill over to the 80 carry. When we're talking about the matchup, it's big as Adam might be caught out. He has to flash away. Isma with his kills big, but Petrifying Gaze buys him time, but not enough. Irrelevant looking to burn him down, but can he give the kill over? Isma has to take it away. That's a shutdown again to the Poppy, who is the carry now.
On this bottom side, we now finish off that tower. You've got a lot of members of BDS in the mid lane as well. They're going to finish off that mid lane structure.
Turrets.
Ice.
Flash burn as well. Mum comes through. There's a lockdown with a Glacial Fissure in the back end, and Niski now has to play a bit of front to back, but Lebrov is isolated, and so is Sheo. But look who's just rocked up. Ice is here again, and he deals mean damage even with the static shiv.
3 out of towers just like that, right, within a minute's time. And as Dagda said, the Herald to boot just means that you have a few options with what you can do. Now, Lebrov is quite isolated.
His ulti is available, though. I mean, he's trying to buy time, it looks like. Is he going to pop it? No. I've got to zoom in, don't know. Maybe I need glasses, Jensen.
He does, but
I think he just chose not to waste it.
Look at the mapper, making their own play.
BDS is a very traditional 2-lane team, where they like to do the 4-1 split. And
what about this? Is this traditional for you?
I mean, it's an easy pick. I think Irrelevant with no flash.
I think Irrelevant's getting split.
That's tradition in the river right now, out of fear of death, and that's just going to be sole point. SK coming late to the party.
Yeah, they can't really get in. Lebrov's playing bouncer here. Does get a decent amount of damage with the Ezreal ults, but Irrelevant off the side. BDS maybe biting off a bit more than they can chew here.
Sheo ultis into Isma, the arrow on the back end. There's multiple targets. Isma, though, separates 2, but Adam has already killed Luon. Adam might be low. That could change things here. Petrifying Gaze was a bit of a whiff, and I think Medusa needs to adjust the angle. Does BDS hover yet again, thinking on the outskirts?
Haven't really been setting up for him to have these big moments, right?
That's very
like
fair
the team
too.
fight, Luon whiffs the rel ult on the last one. Luon whiffs the ultimate here. Irrelevant can't really get the ultimate he needs, and he's had some decent ultimates like now.
Isma with all the gold, by the way, and the tanky sass is just going to die. Luon again, as you said, not a great showing. A double kill picked up instantly, and here's Lebrov into the back line. He headbutt pulverized and sets it up to dunk it down. BDS with 3, and SK are once again on the ground.
They tested BDS, and I feel like BDS passed with flying colors. Isma gets absolutely destroyed on the front line, and it leaves open this Baron for BDS is taking.
Well, Irrelevant would show that he is still a good top laner. What Dagda was saying, if he can 2v5 here, but on the back end, Lebrov is zoning out, and Baron's gone, even with the bars blinking in fate. Irrelevant and Niski can't do anything.
BDS, they secure the tier 2 in mids. They set their sights on the tier 2 in bots. And they're looking to bring themselves to 2-0 in this series.
Going to continue. I mean, Sheo's right in behind them here. SK are completely split.
Solar Flare used onto Adam. It sets up with the equalizer. At least this time it lands. But as you said, SK in 2 different places. BDS, you could say the same as Adam has to flash back, but the reposition is just fine. He hits Conqueror and New Kid's range.
What looks to be a clean end for BDS will give SK the opportunity to rethink.
Well, he's dead. Dagda, your turn.
But I do think it's nice to see a step back up from BDS, because there was a lot towards the form we expected of BDS in summer.
It's like going to a 10-year-old's birthday party. All smiles here. That's what BDS are, right? There's a jumping castle. You get cake. You get food. Everyone's happy. No one can complain. That's the situation of BDS right now. SK is like, I don't know. You're not invited to the party, Dagda. That's all I've got on the other side. But it's not you personally, because I would always invite you. As the arrow flies through, Niski tagged out in the back end, and again, Petrifying Gaze just locks him in place. He can't do anything. Zenith Blade was dodged by Adam, who is slithering his way through the fight. Yes, he's poked out. Yes, he's close to dying, but the Archangels shields him up. BDS getting low, but Adam's ready to TP and go, go, go. SK, what have you got for the rest of this series? Because our first place team in the regular season of summer is getting destroyed, pulled apart, torn to pieces, and BDS on a run, ready to face the winner of GX and G2. That's how this series feels, as we got a match point with a very unlocked BDS.
They're going to have some fun with SK. They're going to pick them apart on the Nexus, but that will be a very clean performance from BDS. From start to finish, they kept the pressure on. And while there were moments where SK was able to find a pick here or there, BDS just played the map better. They continued to gain objective after objective, and they really gave SK zero room to move.
And it's tough because it feels like there's so many things here for BDS that worked out well. Ice in your screen is Ash, beautiful. Betty already highlighted the jungles. Game 3, you need to find some way to break it.
Well, as SK is gathering their strength to make us.
Relying on Alistair to be your initial engage. My opinion on Maokai is that he's not a real engage. His ultimate is more of like a zoning tool rather than a reliable way to start a fight.
Go from chill to kind of a rocky formula because BDS, even without level 6, want to contest this. Nuke is walking in and Niski now at level 6 as well, just trying to zone out.
50% HP. Sheo just looks at them menacingly. He can just... Ooh.
Okay, he's just here. He's walking up. He just took it. Nuke just got a kill on the back end. Rahel gets not. What? SK just let Sheo walk up. And just like that, the game is in disarray. What happened?
My mouth. This is not how you want to start.
Maybe that's the problem. It's the blue that is causing issues here because SK may be defeated by KC is where it started as Adam dodges away. It's a good little glacial opening, but you can see the electricity comes down. 2 members now going to bring it on as Adam at least drops and SK get one, but Sheo hovering again, the sapling to zone out and Irrelevant doing Cassante things while Isma does survive. It's SK's own.
Also getting nice damage using that Q.
Yeah. Shouting on stage, Rocket. Whoa! Okay, well,
Nice!
That felt a lot stronger than it normally does at this time in the game.
Perhaps the pings, but yeah, no cross map available. We're not gonna come anywhere close to 4 grubs in this game. And the ulti to interrupt the back. Nicely done there from Ice. Leveraging the ulti.
Excuse me, thank you. Zeke's convergence also picked up by Isma as well, so it feels like SK a little bit more ready to fight as Herald started off for them and BDS are now coming in second fiddle.
They did get the push. TP in behind.
Yeah, that TP behind is what I'm looking at. Sheo jumps on in and he steals it again! Just walked up, bro loves going in for a quick take as Niski just dies at the back end. Irrelevant isolated. SK in these team fights, they're like the John Travolta meme. What is happening? Nuke gonna get exhausted. He has to flash away, and Irrelevant, to his credit, he's trying to make something work this game, but Adam cleans him up on the end, and no team
gotten rolling with Rahel and Luon, but now it feels like it's starting to sputter and die as SK tried desperately again to make a play into the top side, but Lebrov in position to cover. Nuke could TP if he wants to, but I think BDS gonna...
Adam, great sidestep in the meantime, though, and he's waiting for the slicing Maelstrom, pops it, but there won't be enough only to buy time. He shuts down, or rather, Rahel gets it. Lebrov now isolated while Dragon goes down, and he tries to buy time too, but with the Herald out, he's going to make an escape and get on out of there.
Go on, my son.
They're even going to try and dive bot. Niski gets zoned away. Lebrov is on a magical journey, but he ain't playing bard. He navigates that wall too.
But the tower aggro, they ran out of minions. And so Irrelevant actually ends up getting killed by Lebrov as well. He brings it mid, they secure another tower.
It gets the charge back. He's going again!
Oh my goodness!
It's a disaster.
It's a complete disaster! Wait, he didn't do anything with Dagda.
He actually just
rectify some of their issues, but unfortunately they just haven't been able to.
It has been that mid game where they struggle, but Lebrov might struggle here as well.
Yeah, he might indeed. He pops the ulti. Nature's Grass comes out, but look at the angle on it as well. Cleanse has to be burned immediately. This turn is looking dangerous as Isma gives an excitement over to Ice, and Range starts playing SK back away, and Lebrov is
Jungler down. That's Baron for BDS.
Look at Adam.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Well, I mean, a hero play from SK is what I'm looking at because Niski needs to get in there with a flash. Emperor's Divide. Health bar's going down, but you said it. Adam now spotted out on the ward, but his angle is just as Lebrov is also coming in. Now onto BDS. There's the knockup for Rahel and Luon. It's great, but Adam shocks him in awe again, but in the pinch. He's just trying to take the Baron. He eventually knocks it down, fails his flash. And for SK, I mean, that's still as breath of a light as you can get.
Swing the game, right? They still find themselves at such a massive deficit. There is still a huge wallet diff. but a small glimmer of hope.
Flash headbutt pulverize. Niski gets the wild growth, but flashes over the wall. The Nature's Grasp again zones them out, and look, they get a free target onto Isma. His team was locked in place. Irrelevant running for his life as the rest of SK are now getting collapsed on. And when we saw a fumble around Baron, BDS weren't going to give any more free skin over to SK. The rocket lines them up, Adam sends them out, and the zap threatens him through. A new bot lane from Korea. Ain't enough for Ice and LeBron, who've been doing it better since the start of the year. Ice cleans it up with Adam on the back end, and BDS ain't got time for this series anymore.
A Proto Bell pop shot from Adam sets up Ice for the chase down, and as cool as Ice, BDS will finish out this series. It has been a stomp from BDS.
And with one swift move, BDS to clean up the Nexus turret. The death timers are still too low, but it still feels like this game has got a stake through the coffin.
Relevant was spotted.
He's trying to find a flank, but who's collapsing on who?
I mean, Lebrov is searching for him. Show's going to find him first, and the rest of SK are going to have to come to the play because Irrelevant's got no way out, no way in, and Ice on the back end as well starts zoning them off. You can see, excuse me, this ain't a squishy Cassante. Nature's Grasp for the rest of them. Nuke is going to take him down, and Adam on the back end pummels him into the ground. Getting excited is Ice as Isma gets tagged off the back end, and BDS, they're just taking free kills at this point. They see $5 on the ground, they pick it up. Another 10, it keeps lining up. Their luck will continue to thrive as the TP in, the flash out for the culling. Rahel at 1 HP, gives the final nail in. SK, it's a disappointing end to the year. And as soon as they debut in season finals, their road is cut in an instant. But BDS are paving their way. Brick by brick by brick, BDS are returning to form.
A commanding and dominant series from BDS. It felt like that they barely ever gave SK any room to breathe. Fantastic series from Sheo. Great play overall from the team in terms of their mid-game macro. And after falling short to Fnatic 0-3, having a confident series like this is going to be massive.